am. Well, you know what? I've heard a lot about Jason Lucci, and he's a very, very, very special gentleman. And he has joined us this evening from his backyard grill. Hey, Jason, how you doing?
Good. How about you?
Hey, I'm super great. Listen, looks like the sun is shining behind you too. How are you?
Yeah. Great. Yourself?
I'm great. I've got my barbecue on. How about you? I'm trying to remind everybody this is not going to be a successful evening unless the barbecue's on.
Yep. Got my barbecue on already.
Oh, I hear you're a bit of a pro on the old barbecue. Is that true?
I do what I can.
You do. You do, you guys. Hey, what do you like to cook on the barbecue?
Um, we like to have like a family pizza night. We do have my like 2-year-old do some pizzas on the grill. We do some Portuguese chicken. So my wife's Portuguese, and we actually in the summertime make our own pimenta, and then we
Oh
do
yeah.
so like a Portuguese style butter pimento chicken.
Nice. With the piri piri chilies.
Yes,
Oh my gosh, I got goosebumps. Hey, listen, and your 2-year-old, do you have a daughter or a son?
daughter
A daughter, and what's her name?
Lauren.
Lauren. Oh my gosh, it's so great that the young kids like to cook. You know why? You know what? You're gonna have supper every single night for until they leave the house. It's true.
Want to say hi?
No.
There she is. Hi, sweetie. Oh, you're beautiful. Are
Say
you
hi.
having a good supper? It just started, I know, but it's pretty awesome so far.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
eating all
she's
the
beautiful.
raspberries on us.
Oh, that's so great. Hey, Jason, I know a little bit about your story, just a little bit, but for everybody that's joining us tonight on this really special wine dine summertime evening, I was just hoping that you could maybe tell us a little bit about what your connection has been with West Park.
Okay, yeah. So I had a workplace injury in March of 2017. Um, Pretty much I got stuck in a machine. I was making pasta and pretty much got pulled in, and the only way to survive was pull out. So I pulled my arm out of the machine and lost my arm. So I lost it below the elbow. They actually were pretty successful reattaching my arm, but
Right?
after about 6 days, they realized it started to like not go so well. So I had to
Yeah.
make that choice to reamputate again.
Oh my goodness, that just must have been so tragic for you and your family. My gosh,
Yeah.
I mean, how emotionally how you deal with that. You have a prosthetic, right? And I'm sorry to be perfectly honest, just I'm not too familiar what you've gone through with your prosthetic, but do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. So I first started off with just a body powered prosthetic that had a
Yeah,
hook and a hand. So those are your basic like start offs, and
right.
they were not bad. I mean, they got me through what I could do in the beginning, but after a while, it was a little harder to use. And then by the time I got my myoelectric prosthesis, I pretty much picked it up, and it kind of became natural to me, and
Yeah,
became
great.
kind of like I never lost a hand. Right.
Is
So I
that
have,
so?
yeah,
Wow.
I have like a
Oh,
pretty
look at that.
pretty crazy myoelectric hand. I have
It's incredible.
quite a few hands. For the myoelectric, I have two hands, and
Yeah,
I have a device called a griper, which is kind of like a claw, which is good for picking up small things. So like I do use it for cooking a lot. It's easier to hold like a utensil, a knife, or something like that. And basically, like I use it to snow blow in the winter. I use it to do yard work, like
right,
use it all
right.
for everything. So
So you've really, I mean, that opportunity at West Park and having your prosthetic and working with everybody at West Park. I mean, they've assisted you in getting on with your beautiful life, right?
yeah,
You
they've
know,
helped me a lot. Trust me.
yeah. And tell me, like, what was? I mean,
I'm
how did?
in there. It wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh,
And how did the
sorry.
team help you?
So when I got there, I had initially a physiotherapist, a kinesiologist, a massage therapist, and an occupational therapist. So the whole team kind of helped me out and learning how to adapt. So because of the traumatic injury, my spine was pretty messed up. So the first step was getting me to walk again. Like I could walk, but my back it was so like crooked that I was hunched over and just, it was very hard to deal with. So then once I got my prosthesis, the team that helped me like go through everything, it was like it came natural. So they were very helpful with teaching me, like they've even took me into their little pretend kitchen and showed me how to open the fridge with a prosthetic and do everything. So it was amazing to learn all that stuff there.
What is like the one thing that you want somebody who has never heard of West Park to know about the hospital?
They're pretty great. They're like family. So, I mean, when I was in therapy, I was there for about 2 years.
2 years.
I would actually stay there and hang out with some of the people there. Like I got to know some patients and talked to some patients and the staff. And even when I was discharged, I'm pretty sure they can all tell you, I baked everyone in the hospital cookies. Not one cookie. I baked about 8 different cookies, packaged them all up. I brought them to the foundation, the prosthetics, the Rehab Plus. I brought them to everybody. So they're like family.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, that says so much. Especially, look at your life now, right?
Yeah.
You've got your beautiful daughter and your what's the most important thing that's changed your life now that you have your hand back? Like, what is it that's so special?
I can actually do everything again. So
yeah.
At first I was scared to do anything. Like I never thought I would be able to do anything. Now I started a weight loss journey. I've lost 70 pounds since January. I've been using
good for you.
My prosthetics to lift weights. I just bought a bike. Now I'm back on a bike, being able to use a bike again. So it's
great.
Using all these different prosthetics and all the attachments that they recommend and everything, I've been able to do a lot that I never could imagine I would be able to do.
Well, hearing your story, it's so inspiring, and you are such an inspiration. You are such an incredible guy, father, and you have a beautiful family. And this is why I'm so passionate about helping out as teeny tiny little bit as I possibly can, just to know that all of the hard work and dedication and passion of those that are working at West Park, what they do and what they give back to people like you. So, wow, what a beautiful end of the story for sure. Hey, listen, I have to ask you, what prosthetic are you going to use to fire up that grill?
I'm going to use my Tasca myoelectric hand.
That's awesome.
And it's waterproof as well, so.
So awesome. Well, listen, much love and continued happiness to you and your family. Have a great summer, and I know that you and I are going to be. We're going to. Do you want to get cooking? What do you think about that?
Let's get going.
Should we started going? Hey, listen, I can't wait to meet you and your family in person. Listen, and I like cookies too, just so you know.
Okay. I love your restaurant too. I took my wife there for our first year anniversary, and she still doesn't stop talking about the gnocchi.
Oh, that's
and I'm Italian.
Amazing. Oh, well, listen, you know, Italian, Portuguese wife. Listen, I'm sure there's lots of great suppers at your house.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, listen, thank you so much, Jason, for sharing your story. We really appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.